You know, Tolbert, I guess of all the things we've been through over the years, the most one that really scared me the most was the incident down at the jailhouse. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
And the
yeah,
trouble you started.
right.
Um, what really happened there? You used to remember it.
Well, I got a call from uh,
Robert Carr.
the jailer, Robert Carr, and Robert was concerned that they're holding this young fellow in jail, and he didn't have any clothes on, and he was almost naked, and so that's what I think I called you up and told you about it. So I got back on the phone with Robert and uh, asked him, how to get down there because I think had talked to the sheriff, and I don't think there was anybody. No, I had called down there, and I don't think anybody was on duty in the jail. I don't recall. But anyway, what I did next was to call one of the county commissioner from Leetown, and told him what the situation was. That had gotten a call about this young boy in jail, very, very young, was in jail, almost naked, and he didn't know what was going to happen to this boy. He was very, very concerned.
No,
So,
no. Did we go up and see the boy first?
uh,
And then
no, we called the commissioner for him to come to town to
Mhm.
get us into the jail because we didn't know. It was. I remember it was very, very cold, very, very cold in the wintertime, and we couldn't have gotten into the jail because, of course, it wasn't visiting hours, and it was on a Sunday evening, as I remember. So I called the commissioner and told him what was going on, that he would meet us down at the jail. He said yes. So we went down there, and the commissioner was there, and he, of course, asked whoever the jailer was at that time to open up since he was a commissioner. So he got in there and he asked where the sheriff was. Of course, the sheriff is on duty, I guess, 24 hours, but the sheriff wasn't anywhere to be found. We didn't have cell phones and things like that during those days. So the commissioner asked to go upstairs and see this young man to see if everything that Robert Carr had told us, if it was true. So we went up there, and it was true. The young fellow, he was in high school at that time. I seem to remember he might have been 1 or 2 years ahead of my oldest son. I went up there, and he was smoking cigarettes. But something strange, he had all of his toilet paper around on the floor. So I think I had called you, of course, before, and you had met me there at the Jefferson County Jail. So all three of us went upstairs. So the county commissioner started asking whoever was on duty what was going on and why was that young man in that condition. So while the jailer was getting ready to answer, and the jailer at that time wasn't Robert Carr, not that time of day. So anyway, while he was getting ready to answer, in walks the sheriff, and the sheriff walks upstairs, and he wants to know why we're there. So I told him that we'd gotten a call about this young man being in jail, naked, almost naked, and that didn't believe it was safe. The young man was of course, he didn't talk a whole lot at that particular point. So he got very, very upset when he saw, of course, the three of us, you and I, and the county commissioner, and wanted to know, why. So he got very, very upset. And at that particular point, he was carrying his pistol and everything in a holster. Just had it wrapped up or balled up, and he had said some words, and I had said something, and evidently it set him off. So he got to, I guess, use some language telling us to get out of there. And the commissioner was right there. And that was the purpose of calling the commissioner, for him to be a witness to all of this. So he got so upset he was walking up and down, and he pulled out his pistol, if you remember. So I remember the commissioner heading downstairs in kind of a fast fashion.
I was right behind him.
And you were right behind him. And I was still up there talking to the sheriff. And the sheriff was getting more upset by the minute.
And I kept telling you to quiet down, Tolbert.
You kept telling me to quiet down. I wouldn't move. I just kept on wanting to know why this young boy is being treated like that. So finally, I think the sheriff might have realized that there were just too many people there, and that maybe best thing for him to do was to calm down. But at the same time, he was swinging around his pistol, and of course all the bullets and everything. They're all wrapped up in a ball. But I believe, you know, as you've always said, that something could have very happened, very fatally happened,
well,
that particular night.
I really thought for sure that he would have shot the two of us that night, because you kept on arguing with him. Not really arguing, you keep on complaining about the condition there, and he didn't want, it was actually, as far as he's concerned, none of your business, his jail. And you kept on arguing, and I was want to get out of there. Even the commissioner, he was the first one down. He also sensed that there was something wrong, and I just knew that he would shoot both of us there, and had the commissioner as a witness that we attacked him. And the mere fact that you stayed up there and kept on arguing with him, it'd been your word against his word if he shot you. That would scare me, because I knew if he shot you upstairs and I was on the way down steps, he can and the commissioner ahead of me, there were no witness that you didn't attack him first. So I knew if he shot you, then he'll come down and take me also.
Yes, but I think that evidently something stopped him from doing anything else. We were still arguing about the whole thing. And of course we went on downstairs and out of the jail. But the commissioner was very, very concerned that all of that had happened, and that this boy is being held, you know, in the jail. He was a minor at that particular point. And, you know, with no clothes on or anything else. And if I remember, he was the only one upstairs in that upstairs cell.
It was cold. It was cold.
It was very, very cold. Very, very cold. And all he had was toilet paper to lay on and cigarettes.
All he had was shorts on, right?
That's all he had
was
on.
shorts. No shirt.
Nothing.
They were worried about him or maybe when to commit suicide.
Right.
Just why he had shorts. Cold floor.
But that was probably one of the most unforgettable experiences I think we've had with law enforcement here in Jefferson County. But he, you know, at least the sheriff just didn't like it. He didn't appreciate it, and I think he was arguing with the county commissioner, you know, as we left. But we knew that having the county commissioner there was our
protection.
Our protection and everything.